Test. We're on. Thank you. Good morning. I'm Terry. I'm one of the board members. Thank you for being here. Welcome to the sanctuary and online. And if you haven't already done so, please silence your cell phones so it doesn't disturb the service. Craig Stephen Phillips is here with us this morning, and his talk is based on the principle number 1 of the Love Principles book. Have no expectations, but rather abundant expectancy. That sounds like a good idea. We're so pleased to have Nick Young on the instrument this morning. This is the week that our board update. The board is planning a community meeting on November 2nd to review some of the activities of the Unity of Tustin, including a review of our finances. Today, there's a monthly financial update in your bulletin, so you want to look at that. We have the book, The Love Principle, for sale in the open door, as well as Arlene Lawrence's second book, The Transformation of Humanity. This next Wednesday, there will be no meditation class, and that will be continued the following week. And now I ask Fabian to please come up and make an announcement.
Thank you, Terry. You already made part of the announcement. That's the part about no meditation, but I wanted to give you the reason why and come in a moment where we can extend a pre-birthday blessing to Craig. His birthday is on September 26th, and Nick graciously accepted to lead us in a happy birthday song for you. Yes. So,
Ready?
ready?
Happy
Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you, dear Craig. Happy birthday to you. Thank you for joining me, and happy birthday.
Okay, please stand for the congregational song.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, a peace that was meant to be, with God as our creator, family all our way. Let's walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
Oh, it's always so wonderful to sing that together. And good morning again. My name is Stephanie Aho. I am one of your prayer chaplains here at Unity of Tustin, and it is my great joy and honor to be a part of the service this morning and to open with the sacred ceremony of the lighting of the Christ candle and the reading of the daily word. We light the Christ candle as a remembrance and to symbolize that Christ light that shines within each of us all the time, always, already, and connects us all. The word for today is world peace. Oh, and a blessed autumnal equinox to you all. The affirmation is, I bless the world with thoughts of peace. The scriptural reference that inspired today's reading is from the book of James. And a harvest of righteousness is sown in peace for those who make peace. The word shalom is synonymous with the word peace, but it means more than an absence of war and conflict. Shalom, appearing so frequently in the Bible, is also used to affirm wholeness and well-being. True lasting peace, well-being, requires the kind of peace known by living in alignment with God. Anchored in peace, people are less likely to be in conflict and more likely to appreciate that the beautiful planet Earth offers goodness and abundance for all. When I pray for a peaceful world, I pray shalom for myself and for each person of every land to have their needs met, to know lasting well-being for themselves and their families, to live in harmony, and to work toward our common good. The affirmation again, I bless the world with thoughts of peace. Together, I bless the world with thoughts of peace. And so it is. And now I'd like to invite up one of our youth and family life members, Emma Green, for a share.
Hello, my name is Emma Green, and I'm a part of the YOU here at Unity of Tustin. Today, I have the honor of sharing with you a reading from Tao Te Ching, verse 45. It really resonated with me, so I'm very excited to share. True perfection seems imperfect, yet it is perfectly itself. True fullness seems empty, yet it is fully present. True straightness seems crooked. True wisdom seems foolish. True art seems artless. The master allows things to happen. She shapes events as they come. She steps out of the way and lets Tao speak for itself. Thank you.
That was beautiful. Thank you. Oh, and just in case some of you don't know, Emma introduced herself as part of the YOU. That stands for the Youth of Unity, which is having transitioned from high school into young adulthood, yes? Okay, and next we have Nick.
God is love. God is love. God is the spirit of love. God is love. God is love. God is the spirit of love. And now my heart is open, and now I am receiving love. And now your heart is open, and now you are receiving love. I am peace, I am peace, I am the spirit of peace. God is peace, God is peace, God is the spirit of peace. And now my heart is open, and now I am receiving peace. And now your heart is open, and now you are receiving peace. And I want to invite everyone to join in on the joy verse. I am joy, I am joy, I am the spirit of joy. God is joy, God is joy, God is the spirit of joy. And now my heart is open, and now I am receiving joy. And now your heart is open, and now you are receiving joy. That was beautiful. One more time for love. I am love. I am love. I am the spirit of love. God is love. God is love. God is the spirit of love. And now my heart is open, and now I am receiving love. And
So as we close our eyes to pray for a moment, we might feel that silence opens the door to prayer. If we just listen, no anticipation about the next moment, no expectation of what this morning will hold for you. There's just now, in this abundant expectancy. And in that, there is fulfillment. So as we come to pray, I invite everyone today to either bring your palm up, your right palm, to touch the center of your heart. If you like, you can use your fingers pointing backward to touch your chest. You can put your hands in a prayer position with the backs of your hands touching the center of the chest. And as you do this, whatever feels comfortable for you, let your awareness flow down into where you're touching, to this area. You might get a sense of falling out of your mind and into your heart, landing in that beautiful space where there is only God's love, and you are that love. And take a breath as if right through your chest where you're touching, take a breath into the heart and feel your heart become light. If you came here today and perhaps have had a hard week or a hard month, if your life is full of problems and worries right now or things that are burdening you, at this moment, just let it go. Unburden yourself. You can pick it up later if you like. Breathe out those worries and problems and cares. Let it go. Let go more deeply than you ever have today. And as you breathe in, feel the heart is beating love. Divine love. As you breathe out, feel that love begin to radiate from your heart through the entire field of your being, so that you become a prayer of love this morning. In that space of the heart, in the cave of the heart, get a sense that you are kneeling to the divine. Kneeling with the greatest devotion. To God, who is your highest self. And now, bring the prayer of your heart to the divine. Whatever it is that you may need or feel that you need to pray for this morning, something that may be lacking in your life that you want to cultivate more of. Perhaps there's none of that. Perhaps there's just gratitude to God for this day and this moment. Whatever it is, bring the prayer this morning in the language of your heart and know that God listens in secret. And that your prayer, as it ends, move into the silence again. where no word needs to be uttered. God knows your needs, and your prayer is already answered. Let's listen to these words like a prayer from the Buddhist tradition. Imagine your heart is like a garden, and your thoughts are the seeds. You get to choose what seeds you plant in it. You can plant seeds of love, compassion, joy, abundance. Or you can plant seeds of negativity, fear, hatred, judgment, and lack. You can also spend your time trying to take care of everyone else's garden. Or you can tend your own garden, making it beautiful and attracting other beautiful people to your garden. Feel that your heart is a beautiful garden this morning. You're already tending it well with feelings of love, devotion, feelings of oneness with each other. Look at all the beautiful people you've attracted to your garden. Abundance, abundant expectancy. Here it is.
There is no wrong, there is no right, no need to argue, no reason to fight. A slight adjustment is all it takes. The dawn is breaking, it's not too late. We're all lovers, we all can play. Let the push and shovers go their own way. Turn the darkness into light. Love the day, embrace the night. We're on a road with love for everyone. Lighten your load, we sing a different song. We're on the road, open to it all. What you're holding on to might not be you at all. When I was a child, no worry in me, didn't have a past, totally free. Along the way, filled my worry cup. Biggest mistake was to ever grow up. It's an easy shift, hardly takes a thought. A slight adjustment from cold to hot. A slight adjustment is all it takes. The dawn is breaking, it's not too late. We're on the road with love for everyone. Lighten your load, we sing a different song. We're on the road, open to it all. What you're holding on to might not be you at all. There is no wrong, there is no right. No need to argue, no reason to fight. A slight adjustment is all it takes. The dawn is breaking, it's not too late. We're all lovers, we all can play. Let the push and shovers go their own way. Turn the darkness into light. Love the day, embrace the night. We're on a road with love for everyone. Lighten your load, we sing a different song. We're on a road, we're open to it all. What you're holding on to might not be you at all.
As the lights come down for meditation, get a sense of restfulness already arising here this morning. Meditation's already happening for so many of you. Effortless when we open our hearts to this love that we've been hearing about this morning. As we move into meditation, I'm going to read a beautiful teaching. I think I may have read this a couple of months ago or told the story of this, but these are from the words of Ram Dass. Speaking about his great guru, Maharaji, whose name was Neem Karoli Baba. A fellow satsang member, satsang being a community, you could say that we're a satsang. A fellow satsang member asked Maharaji how to meditate. He said, "Meditate like Christ." I said, "Maharaji, how did Christ meditate?" He became very quiet and closed his eyes. After a few minutes, he had a blissful expression on his face, and a tear trickled down his cheek. After a long while, he opened his eyes and said, he lost himself in love. This teaching is not just for Christ, for Yeshua. It is for you. I invite you this morning to lose yourself in love. Open to the possibility of what all the great ones tell us. You are love incarnate. Nothing but love. I'm reminded of the great, great teaching in the Gospel of John. God is love, it says. And if you do not know love, you do not know God. Luckily, you don't have to search for this. You don't have to move 1 inch away from where you're sitting this morning. Good news. Take a breath. The kingdom of love is within you. All the great ones have told us this. Open to the possibility that you are an embodiment of love and only love. And as you do this, I'm going to invite everyone again as we do a meditation and continue the meditation of love, to touch your heart again in whatever way is comfortable for you. Palm. We want to remember that the heart is in the center of the chest. It's not up in the left side. It's right in the center and a little bit over toward the left. And again, you can use your fingers to touch your palm. I was saying at Wednesday meditation this week, it's incredible how, as I was coming to this meditation again, those pictures of Christ, the Sacred Heart, where he is standing and there is light pouring out of his chest. If you look at those pictures, he is using his right hand back and touching his heart with his 4 fingers. You can do 2, but 4. And there's light pouring from his chest, the light of divine love. It's like an activation. And this is what science is telling us. If you touch your heart with the intent of love and bring your awareness there, love begins to flow. So as you move your awareness into the space of the heart where you're touching, again, feel that the heart is literally beating love today. As you breathe in, it's a breath of love. As you breathe out, this divine love flows from you. It radiates from you like it does from Christ and all of the great ones. They're not special. They just came to tell you that you are what you're looking for. You're the love you seek. And if you feel this morning that the love is not already flowing, get a sense for a moment of someone or something that you love unconditionally and feel so much great gratitude for. Bring one person or one thing. Whoever that is, whatever that is, feel it in your heart and feel a great gratitude. You might say thank you to this person or thing. Thank you, thank you. Could be to God. Feel that gratitude, and already love begins to pour forward. And when you're ready, you can let that person or thing just dissolve into the heart, which is now open. And continue to breathe love. Love on the in-breath, filling the heart. Love radiating from your heart on the out-breath through the entire field of your being. You don't even need to visualize this, just feel it. You can't hold it back. Divine love on the in-breath. And as you do this, feel that your heart begins to smile. Like literally, your heart has a smile right now. Feel it. Focus. Focus. As this love activates, feel that it begins to, on the out-breath, move further away from you. It moves out through your chest. It starts to pour through the field of your body, your skin. It moves out 2 or 3 feet. If you're sitting next to somebody, it begins to envelop them in this light. Notice you can feel the person next to you in the field of your awareness, which is love itself. And then as you breathe in, you have even more love to breathe into your being, into your heart. And as you breathe out, this field of love expands from you 6 feet, 8 feet. It begins to pour out like light until it fills the entire space of the sanctuary we're sitting in. We're all sitting in an ocean of light that is radiating from your heart. Don't worry about the people next to you, what they're radiating. You're enough. As you breathe in, notice you have more light to breathe into your being, into your heart, so that when you breathe out, more radiates from you. It flows out beyond the sanctuary into all those that are sitting outside in the garden, outside the sanctuary. Let's let this light flow out even more today. That's how strong it is. Let it flow out and get a sense of it surrounding Mother Earth. Mother Earth now, a planet of love. As we surround Mother Earth with this love and gratitude, breathe in her reply to you this morning. Breathe in what she feels from your offering back into your being, into your heart. So that as you breathe out and around Mother Earth again, this light of divine love flows down. First of all, let's let it flow to all of those who are joining us around the planet right at this moment, that are meditating, that are praying, that are in services like this. They're in monasteries, they're in mosques, they're on retreats, solitary practitioners in their room. There are millions of us. Feel it. Send your love and gratitude to all of these, because I tell you, it is these that are holding up humanity right now. And you're one of them. As you breathe in, draw their light back into your being. Feel that oneness give you strength. You're not alone. So that as we breathe out and around Mother Earth, this light can flow down now into the hearts, the minds, the soul of humanity, to your friends and family. You might feel them one by one receiving this love, your coworkers, your friends. Breathe it to those that you know in your own life who are wandering right now in the world, completely alone, lost. Not a judgment, just the truth. Wandering with no direction, wandering without God. Let it expand now to the politicians. Let this love expand to the tech leaders and the business leaders who hold the fate of humanity in their hands right now. See this love enter their hearts so that their choices and their decisions arise from this oneness of love, this common humanity, this divine essence that we are. As you breathe in, feel now that you are breathing the light from every being on this planet back into your own heart. Feel it. So that as you breathe out, this radiance flows from you, and it cannot be contained. It moves out beyond Mother Earth, out into infinite space, out and out and out endlessly to all sentient beings across the universe. And feel for just this moment we are living in a universe of divine love. Only love. Only love. And feel now that you have reached the center of love, which is there and right where you sit. You're resting in the source of love. God's presence, the Tao, the mystery, the source. And rest for a moment. Rest. And now very gently repeat to yourself these words. I am peace. I am light. I am divine love. I am that I am. Feel the truth of that this morning. Because it is the truth. As we come toward the end of the meditation now, this beautiful meditation on divine love, let's listen to one of the embodiments who came to the earth. She's been passed for several decades now, 4 decades. Anandamoy Ma, the blissfully loving mother who said this: divine love, even the tiniest particle of it, once known, never leaves you again. And when one knows and attains to the essence of love and finds one true self, this is supreme happiness. When it's found, nothing else remains to be found. The sense of lack will not awaken in you anymore, and the heart's torment will be stilled forever. Do not be satisfied with fragmentary love, which is invariably interrupted by the shocks and the blows of life, but become complete. And having attained to perfection, be yourself, which is nothing but love. Nothing but love. It's wonderful that when we touch down in such a love, this moment becomes enough. We can feel like all questions are answered. There's nothing more to seek. We can just rest. And so I invite you, as I say a few more words this morning, to continue to rest. It's my experience that we all need this rest right now. Life is very, very stressful and demanding at this time. This technique that I gave comes from ancient Buddhism, but in recent years and decades, it has been tweaked a bit by a group called HeartMath. Some of you are familiar with HeartMath and their beautiful work that they're doing right now. Scientific work. They're not interested in woohoo. They're interested in actually gauging and seeing what happens when you do these kinds of focused meditations on love. Here's the thing we know. Right now, there's about 40,000 watts of just pure electromagnetic energy radiating from your hearts. This is a fact. And here's the good news. For those of you that feel cut off from love right now, or you have an expectance, you're expecting that the world will change so that you can feel love, or that someone in your life needs to change, and you expect them to so you can be safe and feel love. You can just bypass all that because that's a dead end. It's not going to happen. Most of you know that. It's way better that we have a technique like this, and you all know it now. This is the HeartMath, which is also Buddhist. Slightly different. I looked around as we were doing this technique. Some of you are not touching your heart. You might want to ask yourself why that is. Okay, maybe you have carpal tunnel and you can't lift your arm up. I understand. But it's my experience on Wednesdays, and as I've taught this meditation, that people have an avoidance of touching here. Maybe you're afraid of what you'll find, or maybe the grief that is there that needs healing. Maybe there's so much going on in your heart that you can't even imagine that you have the answer to your own healing by just touching your heart. As I said, Yeshua, and the light pours forth. You focus in on this area and start to breathe love as we did today, the out-breath carrying love through your being. If you still feel a block, bring in something or someone that you are grateful for or that you love unconditionally, and it will start to flow. Science tells us in 3 minutes, you will develop coherence between your heart and your brain. Right now, we're completely cut off. I think we can all agree with that. We are so cut off from our hearts. The mass of humanity, billions and billions of people, are not in touch with love. How do you know that? Because there could not be the kind of unconscious acts that are going on right now in a state of love. This is a state of ignorance. This is a state of the opposite of love, which is ignorance or unconsciousness. I said last month, it's the Antichrist. Accurate. It's growing. What is the counter to this? It's this kind of meditation that we did. So here's the good news for those of you who think you don't have time for meditation. HeartMath has shown that you can heal this coherence, this connection, because we know, scientists know now that the heart has way more intelligence than the brain does. Isn't that amazing? It has its own neural network here, and it's so intelligent. It's called intuition, right? But we can heal this connection in as little as 72 hours with regular practice. And guess how long the regular practice is? 3 minutes a day. Once this is established, you can do it more. I've been telling everybody on Wednesdays that I do this kind of reconnection so many times during the day now. Whenever I feel wobbly or I feel off, I go right back to just a minute or 2, 3 minutes. It's nothing. And I reconnect. Touch your heart. You know the technique now. And you're in coherence again. What does that mean? That means you're able to move in the world so that you're loving. It's radiating from your chest. You may not literally see it, but the people around you are feeling this love. I don't know about you, but I can't think of anything more important to bring into the world right now. How about you? Amen. It starts with you. We expect, and I'm getting to the topic now, although I could have just did the topic on heart math because the practice is so much more important than what I'm going to say to you now, right? Some of you might feel, Craig, could you just shut up and let's go back to that beautiful heart, that heart thing we were doing, because that was pretty good, right? Great, I love that. A couple of weeks ago, Arlene Lawrence was in here. Talk about a radiance of love. Did you feel it? I did. It was coming through the internet. I watched it home and I was blown away. She is an embodiment of love. These principles that came to her decades ago, it is obvious that she is living these, isn't it? She's a living embodiment of love, of those principles. They work, right? She's a force. You know why? Because love is a force. It doesn't just hang back and, oh, I'll just let life. And like, people have a misconception about that. Love moves. Love is motion. But before it moves, it centers in the heart so that it's skillful love. We know how to bring love. In fact, we don't even have to direct it. God directs it. Isn't that good news? So you don't have to sit at home strategizing how you can get your friends and your family to wake up to love. You just be the love, and then they'll get it from you, right? Whether they wake up or not, they're getting this love. This is what we can bring right now. This is the calling for all of us in this mad world. All of you are aware of the events that have happened since Arlene was here. And by the way, the spirit groups are starting. Wow, what an opportunity to practice these love principles, right? You get together with other people. You share this love. As Christ said, where two or more are gathered, the love is there. And you get to put these into practices. So you can still sign up for a spirit group if you haven't. But even if you don't, opening your hearts to the practice of love is, to me, the most essential thing that we can be doing right at this time. Just since Arlene was here, most of you are aware. I'm not going to go deeply into it. It seems that every day there is an event or something happening in the collective that shakes us to our souls or reveals to us in the mirror where we are stuck in our hatred and division and judgment. Doesn't it? I'm going to say his name in the sanctuary because I think it needs to. Because for some of you, this may have pricked you a month ago. There was a young man just a couple of weeks ago. I didn't know about this man. I'd heard his name. I don't share necessarily a lot of his views. Didn't know a lot about him. But suddenly found out that this young man who was 31 had been assassinated. Literally shot in front of thousands of people who are now traumatized. Why? Why? Because of hatred. Because there are forces in this world that are seeking to divide us and continue to divide us to the point where we no longer see people as human beings. We see them as opponents, as them. The them. I'll tell you, I think, and I find it disgusting. Talk about being cut off from love. There are people that think this young man had it coming. Breathe that in. Nobody deserves to die this way, leaving behind a young wife and 2 young children that will never know their father. Now, I didn't know a lot about Charlie Kirk. There I've said his name. But I did find this out. This was a young man that was traveling around the country open to debate. Come on, let's have a debate, because he said, if we lose our ability for discourse, we are headed to a civil war. The war is raging now. Don't you feel it? The war is not left and right, red and blue. The war is up and down. It's not us versus them. That's what the forces want, is to separate us into our echo chambers, where you only agree with the people that hear, oh, I agree with you. Yes, I'm with you. You're on team red, or I'm on team blue. And by the way, this is going on globally. It's not just in America. This division. And what happens in this division? We have lost our common humanity and our ability to love one another as Christ told us. It begins with you. It begins with me. I've had to look hard in these recent years at what I used to believe and am letting go of. I refuse to go into those echo chambers. What I do see is the common humanity and the love that we share with one another. If you don't relate to what I'm saying, there's your work. If you think there's still right and wrong out there, please meditate. Go deeper than that. God is beyond right and wrong. God is love. And who is going to bring this love but us? Isn't that what Christ taught us? All of this adds up to what Arlene calls these expectations we have of the collective, that people should agree with us, that they should do what we want them to do. This happens in the collective, it happens in our individual lives, doesn't it? Yes. They don't appreciate me. I'll do something for you, and then there's this expectation. I'm waiting. I've been looking at this since I read her book about how much expectation I have in my own life, collectively and in my individual life. It is incredible how almost all my actions have some little form of expectation behind it. Do you see what I mean? You got to really look, because man, we don't want to see it. We don't want to see this. They need to change. No, you need to change. You be the change that you wish to see in the world. Isn't that what Arlene said? Cheryl will get to that in a few weeks. But we can do it now. If you do one of these love principles, you're doing them all. So we need to see the way that expectation leads to, and she goes into this in her book, terrible disappointment. Disappointment with the collective. It's not the way I thought it would be. It's all a mess. It's so broken. And this disappointment in our individual life, because no one can possibly live up to our expectations. No one. So we walk around broken and bitter and disappointed all the time. Nobody appreciates me. What happens? What would happen today if you made the commitment or the vow to drop your expectations of others and of life, and instead meet life where it is? Meet yourself where you are. There's a great teaching from Rumi about this. Rumi once wrote, "Your task is not to seek for love, but merely to seek and find all the barriers within yourself that you have built against it." Do you hear that? There's the spiritual path. I'll read it again. Your task is not to seek for love. Why? Because you're love. You're already. Isn't that what Christ told us? God is love and you are that love. The world is waiting for your love, not for you to get love from somebody else. Your task is not to seek for love. Thank God. How many of you have been disappointed by that journey? Oh, I know. I'll get love from somebody. 50 years later, I'm still waiting. Talk about disappointment, right? A perpetual state of disappointment and bitterness. But it's merely to seek and find all the barriers within yourself that you have built against it. These are our judgments, our political viewpoints. the way that we distance ourselves from other human beings, making them subhuman because they believe differently than we do. How ridiculous. What happens when we let go of these expectations and we open our hearts for just a little bit, for just a moment, because the weight of those expectations is so great we cannot bear them anymore? Rumi said this, "With life as short as a half breath taken, don't plant anything but love." Can you make that choice? The world needs it. The world needs you. We need all the lovers to the fold. Do you see? It's the temple of love. And it begins with you. Are you willing? Are you willing to open to this love? As it says in Zen, if not now, when? If not you, who will it be? When we drop control and are trying to manipulate life to give us what we want, we move into the second part of Arlene's teaching. We move to abundant expectancy. Breathe that in. Those words, I had never heard those before, but I love it. Abundant expectancy. How many of you feel that you're just already in that this morning? It's abundance. There is abundance here. When we drop our expectations, love begins to flow, and it's abundant. This is like a sacred readiness. I'm ready for love. And love shows up moment after moment after moment. When we drop our expectations, we actually begin to see how abundant it is right here and now, isn't it? We have everything we need. And the more that we have that openness to abundance, the more it flows to us. There's plenty of love in the world because there's plenty of love in you. There's a quote from the Course in Miracles that I came across this week that puts it like this. Every situation properly perceived becomes an opportunity to heal. And it goes on to say, what is lacking in any situation is what you are not giving. I'm going to read that again because I could have just talked about that one line. There's a lot of words in the Course in Miracles. If you've ever seen that book, you could literally, if you threw it at somebody and hit them in the head, you'd knock them out. It's very, very, and I'm not putting anybody down who loves the Course. I've read it and I think there's so much beauty in there. But there's these gems that you have to read 50,000 pages to get, and you go, oh my God, that's amazing. Okay. It's a beautiful book. Apparently this was channeled by some people, and it was Jesus doing the talking. And I don't know, he apparently talked like Shakespeare, because I couldn't, anyway. Have you noticed that? The language is very much like Shakespeare? I don't know. Maybe he talked like that, I don't know. Anyway, what is lacking in any situation is what you're not willing to give. This is the teaching for our time. If you feel that there is love lacking in the world, you be the love. You bring it. Who else is going to do that? We want peace. You be the peacemaker. Isn't that what Christ told us? Blessed are you who are the peacemakers. We always feel that something's missing. But actually, there's nothing missing. And when we wake up to that and we start to bring this love into the world, this abundance begins to flow. We begin to see that we already have everything we need here. We're living in it. Expectancy isn't an expectancy that in 5 days it'll get better. It's an expectancy that right now is as good as it can get. There is a trust that arises when we drop our expectations in the Tao, in the mystery, that it's taking care of you. It's making everything happen, and everything is happening for your highest good. Everything is happening to wake you up to the love that the world is waiting for. Now is the time. None of us have lived through these times before. It is calling us, isn't it? And luckily, I'll finish my talk today with a teaching from my favorite teacher, Yeshua. He gave us the antidote thousands of years ago. The Buddha said the same thing in a slightly different way. If you're wondering how to bring this love, how it starts, what you can do, somebody asked him, it was a lawyer or a Pharisee in the temple. I love these stories. They were always trying to trap him, right? Because they were already plotting. How do we get rid of the master of love? I said this last Wednesday at meditation. He was a master of love, and they crucified him for that. That's because love could not remain silent at the hypocrisy and the ignorance that was going on in that temple. And that's a whole other Dharma talk. But he did it, and he brought it with love, didn't he? And it threatened people. Love can do that. Love can threaten your expectations. Love can threaten your judgments that you have about them, the other side, or the people that you think aren't worthy of your love. They are. It threatens that because we have to look at ourselves. Oh, I have to be the change. So here's what he said. This lawyer or Pharisee, depending on the gospel, asked him, what is the greatest love, Nick? Well, I mean, what is the greatest commandment? And he said, there are two. So here's the thing to know when we hear this. His whole teaching is summed up right here. Right here, he gives it to us. He said, there are two. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all of your mind, with all of your soul, and with all of your strength. And he said, the second is like the first. Love your neighbor as yourself. Please breathe that in this morning. Notice that he didn't say, love your neighbor if they share your political views. Love your neighbor if they look like you think they should. If they believe like you do. No. Love your neighbor as yourself. And the only way that we can truly love ourselves is first to bow to the source of our divinity, which is, where did he say? Here. Kneel to the kingdom within. Know the God that is looking through your eyes. That love will pour from you and you can bring it. Who's your neighbor? Every single person that you meet on the path is your neighbor. Not with judgment, not if they look like you think they should or behave like, no. You love the divinity in every human being because they too are God. Everything comes out of the ground of oneness. In India, we would call Shiva. This divine awareness is giving rise to everybody. And we are all equal in that. We are all one in that. Everybody is worthy of your love. That doesn't mean we condone unconscious behavior. That's why I can still disagree with Charlie Kirk on some things, but I can love his soul. Because he was the same as me, down deep. The shooter, whoever that was, God. Lost, unconscious. You know he was cut off because he couldn't have pulled the trigger if otherwise. Isn't it true? Unconsciousness is just being cut off so completely from the divinity that we are, that we lose our mind. We're so in the mind and ego that hatred and violence pours from us. So have compassion on those that are acting out this way right now. Have compassion on yourself when you have those kind of thoughts that separate you from others. So the first, and this is also in the Tao Te Ching, if you think something is more important than God in your life, and you're living in a way where you do not acknowledge your source, Lao Tzu says, you will stumble in confusion and sorrow. How many of you know this? Yeah. I've seen it in my life over and over. I'll tell you when I get confused. I tell you when I go astray. It's when I forget to pray and meditate and remember who my life is and who the life of every one of you is. Because once I know that life that I am, I can see it in your eyes. Even the people I disagree with. That's where the oneness is. That is where healing is. That is what humanity is looking for right now. I said to somebody recently, isn't it obvious why humanity is going down the path we are right now, this path of darkness and unconsciousness? You have billions and billions of people on the earth right now, literally billions. They give no thought to God at all during their day. They are so cut off from their source, they are wandering in darkness, unconsciousness, confusion, sorrow. Billions of people. Their ego thinks they're in charge. They're doing it. And they're not. The healing of humanity comes through the healing of ourselves as we come back into this oneness. How many people does it take to heal the earth? Only one, and that's you. To enlighten the world, only one, the Buddha said. That would be you. When we give our attention and time and focus to God with all our heart, soul, mind, and strength, this love will pour from us because God is love. And only love. I'll close just with this that just came to me as I was saying that. And that's another teaching, one of my favorites from Yeshua. And it's part of the Beatitudes, I believe. I can't remember what what situation he was in. But boy, is it fitting for our times. Love your enemies. Pray for those who persecute you. Wish good for those who wish you bad, he said. When somebody slaps you on the right cheek, give them the left also. When somebody wants your coat, take off your shirt and give. Give, 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 because your Father in heaven, who is you, gives to you abundantly. And not only does he give to you, he gives to the wicked and the sinful equally. If this is true of God, how much more true can it be for your loving heart? For a world that is in need right now of these love principles. Embody that teaching. When you feel astray and judgmental, pause. Love those. Love those that you are judging. Pray for those that persecute you. That's the answer. That is the answer, isn't it? You all feel this morning. So live it. Live it. It's waiting for you. Who else is going to do this now? The politicians? No, it's lost. It's not coming. No, the Charger's not coming, and they're not going to take us from here. It's not going to happen. Maybe I'm wrong. What is being called for is this call to love, out of fear into love, and it begins with us. Let's close our eyes for just a moment as we come to this again. And yes, I get passionate about this because love is passionate, isn't it? Love is passionate. If you like, touch your heart again. Breathe to this area of your body. Feel it. Breathing in, the heart expands with love. Breathing out, this love flows through your being, and you are the answer. No expectation, only abundant expectancy. And just for a moment, just repeat to yourself, I am peace. I am the light. I am divine love. I am that I am. Feel it. Feel the truth of who you are. And let's close here with a few more words from Ram Dass. Unconditional love really exists in each of us. It is part of our deep inner being. It is not so much an active emotion as it is a state of being. It's not I love you for this or that reason, not I love you if you love me. It's love without expectations. It is love because love is all there is.
And that really is what's come to me as what abundant expectancy is. It's being in a state of love. And that coherence of heart, mind, soul, and connection. That was beautiful. Thank you, Craig. And at this time, we'd like to welcome our new guests in person and online. We are so grateful that you've joined us today. And what a great day to be here. Here at Unity of Tustin, we believe in one God, one heart, many paths. And our mission is to transform lives and inspire people to make a positive difference in the world, like that. We are a fully inclusive community of all walks of life, and would like you to know that whatever your background, wherever you are on your spiritual path, we are glad you're here to continue your journey with us. Our ushers are coming forward with flowers and welcome cards. For those who are here for the first or second time, if you're comfortable, and we invite you to raise your hand so we can recognize you and present you with these gifts. Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you for being here. We invite everyone to join us after the service for food and fellowship around the hospitality table. And make sure to stop by our open door welcome center and bookshop. After the service today, as always, we have our Reiki practitioners wearing green ribbons and our prayer chaplains wearing white, who will be at the entrance to the meditation gardens, ready to offer prayer and healing support. All prayers are confidential. We love to pray with you. In addition, there are prayer request forms in the seat backs in front of you and at the prayer box. And we just have you write whatever your prayer need is, put it in the box, and they will be lovingly held in prayer by our silent prayer team ministry. There's always so much happening here at our campus of consciousness. Please make sure to check your email each Friday for our weekly e-newsletter, and visit the welcome table right out there for information about our many upcoming and ongoing classes, events, and opportunities to serve as part of our beloved Unity of Tustin community. And if you have any questions about any of that, our open door staff will guide you to find the answers. And now is the time for our love offering as we share our financial gifts in support of our ministry. In whatever form you choose to give, we invite you to briefly hold your hand over the offering bag as it passes along, taking a moment to connect with that spirit of giving. And we are grateful for your faith and generosity. And Craig has a few words to share and lead the offering blessing.
Giving is love. The more that the love pours through you, the more the giving comes through you. And give with love, right? Your giving in love enables this community to continue. I cannot emphasize this enough. Those of you that come periodically, you come here, and I say this almost every month. It's like magic how everything works, isn't it? Resources go into all of this working, right? Your resources help this incredible community, this satsang of love to continue. So, as you receive, give. Give with love, it comes back to you. Give with that spirit of love. Give everything with love, and it all circles back to you. Okay.
And now as the ushers come forward, Nick has more beautiful gift for us.
Let love rain down on me, blessed rain, set me free, lift me up, let me fly. I am the earth, I am the sky. I was broken, now I'm whole. Love is flowing in my soul. I am the flower, I am the light. I am walking through the night. Let love rain down on me, blessed rain, set me free, lift me up, let me fly. I am the earth, I am the sky. Spirit rain down on me, blessed rain, set me free, lift me up, let me fly. I am the earth, I am the sky. I was broken, now I'm whole. Love is flowing in my soul. I am the flower, I am the light. I am walking through the night. Let love rain down on me, blessed rain, set me free, lift me up, let me fly. I am the earth, I am the sky. Spirit rain down on me, blessed rain, set me free.
That was beautiful, Nick. All of your music, just amazing. We love having you here with us every time. Thank you. And thank you again, Craig, for just such wonderful inspiration this morning. And now let us all stand and join together saying our prayer for protection. Together, the light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. And go forth and Let our love rain down on all the earth.